I'll move this out of the way a little. Alrighty. Hey, howdy, hey y'all, Allison here. And no one is currently here live, so we're gonna wait a little while as usual for people to get here. Hopefully people come. I mean, in the live chat, not physically. I don't have any guests today. Sorry. That's because I have a meeting for my internship after this. So it's easier if I don't have people here. Oh, hello. People have arrived. Yay! Okay, we're gonna wait a little while longer for some more people to get here and all of that sort of fun stuff. You guys like my overalls? I thought they were cute. I was really debating what shirt to wear underneath my overalls, and I was like, this one feels a little too busy, but it's also fun. So I'm like, I'm not really sure, you know? That sort of mood. Ooh, I have some good news for you guys. So I was talking to Joey the other day, and he agreed to film a video with me, and we're gonna film that on Saturday. I'm thinking we'll do a little like life update kind of video, just because we've done a lot of reaction videos lately, a lot of reaction videos, and while it would be fun to do Joey reacting to old videos, like I said, we've done so many of those lately, so I think we're just gonna do a good old-fashioned life update, just talking about things. I wish he could be here, but he has work at the moment, so he's not here live, but he would be if he could be. But we hopefully will have that video up soon of us doing whatever we end up doing on whatever we end up filming on Saturday. So, what are we here for today? Well, I often get a lot of questions about what sort of equipment I use, all that sort of stuff. And in the last video where I did a day in my life vlog, I saw this comment that said, we need more videos with Danny DeVito in the background. And I thought to myself, you know, like little do you guys know that the Dannys are literally right over there. They're right over there. So like in a weird way, they're always here. So I was like, I should do a studio tour, and you guys can see how things really do be, and what sort of equipment I use, and how this whole setup is like, because this really is like a little mini studio, and it's quite fun and quite nice. So if you guys are interested in filmmaking stuff and videography and starting a YouTube channel or going into a career making videos, this is a pretty, this should be right up your alley. And also, if you're interested in me talking and doing my thing, I think that I'm a fun person. Hey, idea. We should pull up some music to like bring up the vibes. And you know, just like some copyright free music, just to like keep the energy, you know? So yeah, Peyton, tomorrow is her last day of her internship, and then she's coming back here to Pennsylvania, and we're gonna start filming Tower of Nero together. But by the way, I have started filming Tower of Nero. Like, I've done clips that like I don't need Peyton for, because there's some parts in the video where it's just like a shot of Meg going like or a shot of someone, you know. So I started filming some stuff, and it's looking really good. I'm quite happy with it. Actually, I will share with you guys a little sneak peek since you guys are here and I love you. Let's see. I'll show you a little sneak peek of it straight off of my laptop. Okay. Okay, so this is so you know the part in the book in Tower of Nero where Apollo has a dream vision and he sees Jason. Well, I filmed some shots of just Jason, no Apollo in them. So just imagine, so the parts where there's blank screen, just imagine Apollo saying whatever Apollo says. So here it is. So let's turn off the lights so you can see it better. Turn up the volume. Hello, Apollo. Nah, you're good, bro. I'm all in your head, man, and the underworld. But why should that mean it's not real? Oh, I'm just here to warn you about the lion. The lion snake. The lion snake entwined. What was that? Somebody's calling me. Got a blast. So there's that. Let's get the lights back on. Yeah, that scene was obviously inspired by by Dumbledore and Harry Potter meeting in the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yeah, we even used like the background that they used in that movie. Yeah, I thought that part's pretty funny. It's quite funny. I hope you guys enjoyed that vlog yesterday, by the way. It didn't get many views, and that made me sad. But I did enjoy making it. So it's like, it's weird when you make videos because your most loyal, loving fans are like, yay, we love this, make more. But at the same time, that's like the minority, you know? And I'm like, oh, I wanna please everyone, and I also wanna please myself. And it's like, what do you do? But anyways, let's get started with this studio tour. So first off, you can see here that this is the setup. We have the green screen over here. It's just hanging up right there. Like it's on a pole. And so when you climb up here, you see that little strap, the little black strap over there? There's another little black strap right over there. And so you hang it up and you put the pole in between on each side so that it hangs up, and then you unroll it. It's quite heavy and cumbersome and difficult to do, but you unspool it, you unroll it, and that's what we got right here. Obviously we have our two chairs that we have right here. We have a lot of like coloring stuff and like craft things, paper, all that sort of stuff, because we oftentimes do need that for videos. Yeah, we have obviously the Getting Awkward with Allison sign. It's on a little, I don't want to take it down. It's on a little command hook. And over, we have our lights. We have 2 lights here. Well, actually I have more. Let's go through the lighting stuff. Okay. So this is my bag of lighting equipment. Here's how it works. Okay, actually I think I'll take, so you have one of these, right? And you unroll it, and like it comes out like that. Actually, I think I'm gonna show you on one of our full lights right here. So, as you can see, this is a light. It's like, despite what you may think, it's turned backwards. Like if I want to light this way, I have it turned facing that way because this is a reflector. It's a little umbrella boy. It's a little umbrella, and you take it out and it reflects light back, and it's like super duper bright. And so you also have like things so you could like bring it up and down, all that sort of stuff. And you try to get them matched. And I have 2 of them up at the moment. One here, one there. I have one other one, and I also have, in addition to the reflector umbrellas, we also have diffusing umbrellas. So these ones obviously don't reflect light, instead they diffuse light. So the idea of light is there's 2 main types of light, hard light and soft light. Sorry, I'm thirsty. So hard light is light that's like very focused, very concentrated on one thing, like a spotlight. That's hard lighting. Soft light is light that's more spread out and diffused. So for instance, if I'm over here, I'm in soft lighting because there's light coming from up here, but there's also light bouncing off of the walls. So I'm in very soft lighting at the moment. But let's take this umbrella here down. Now I'm in hard lighting. This is very hard lighting, but but hard lighting isn't necessarily bright lighting. There's low key lighting and high key lighting. Low key is just, it's dark lighting. High key is bright lighting. So there's low key soft lighting, low key hard lighting, high key soft lighting, high key hard lighting. So like, for instance, an example of like low key soft lighting would be like in a movie, if the characters are standing and it's like in the moonlight, you know, so it's dark out, but there's also light that's like not a hard light, you know, it's soft lighting. So if you're filming like a romantic scene, oftentimes you'll use low-key soft lighting. But on the other hand, you could have low-key hard lighting, which would be a spotlight, where it's dark all around, but you have one concentrated light right on the person. You could have high-key hard lighting, which would just be everything is super duper bright and very focused in on the subject. You could also have high-key soft lighting, where it's bright, but it's like more spread out, you know? So if you want to use a diffuser, that's going to diffuse the light, because obviously you can see there's a light bulb right here, and the light bulb is a concentrated source of light. It's one solid piece of light, but if you put an umbrella on it, the light will become diffused, will become more spread out and be softer. So like, over here. So let's take this down. Tilt you up a little bit. So as you can see right now, I'm being hit with like hard lighting. This is very, very hard lighting. But if I put a diffuser on it, and now I gotta move you guys over here so you can see me better. Now I'm being lit a lot more softly. I'm still lit up, I'm still like well lit, but it's more spread out, it's not as focused. It's softer lighting. So that's how the diffusers work. I have 2 diffusers and I also have 2 reflector umbrellas. Let's put our reflector umbrella back on. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Fun times here in the basement. So, moving over here, less fun, we have the heater. We have the heater here because it gets cold down here in the basement. We also have, one second, I'm gonna tilt you down a little bit. We also have the Council of Danny's. We've got Danny from Matilda. We got classic Danny. We got Danny from Twins, and he's connected to Arnold Schwarzenegger because they were twins in that movie. We've got Danny from the Penguin Danny from Batman Returns, and we have Danny from Taxi, TV show that a lot of you youngins probably don't know about. But anyways, so this is my lighting stuff. We also have in the lighting kit, getting back to lighting, I forgot to mention all the light bulbs. So I have this little thing, right, obviously, so all the lighting fits into this kit right here. All of my lighting stuff fits in here. And in it, we have this boy, this little pack here. And it's got 3 little boxes. And in each box, I store a light bulb. But now this is the cool part. So you take one out, right? I have them numbered 1 through 3, so I know which light bulb we're looking at here. And you open it up, and you have a little styrofoam thing, and that's where I keep my light bulbs so that I can travel and my light bulbs won't get shattered. They're in this little styrofoam casing. And then you put the styrofoam casing in its little box. And you put those little boxes in here. Pretty cool stuff, right? Okay. So let's put the lighting stuff away. Over here we have my camera. Her name is Rebecca. That's what I call her because she's a classy lady. And Rebecca, Rebecca and I have been, we've been having a little trouble in paradise. We've been fighting lately because, I'm gonna get all heated. So warning, rant coming. So Rebecca, she has these batteries and you take them out and you recharge them. They're rechargeable batteries. And so I've heard before that sometimes these batteries they just eventually lose their juice. You know, they just stop charging and they stop charging and they no longer work. And so you have to replace them from time to time. So that's why you should always have 2 camera batteries with you. And also in case your battery runs out of battery. But so I was talking to a guy about it. So I'm like, yeah, I should replace that. And literally the next day, my batteries die. Uh, actually, one of my batteries had died a few weeks beforehand, but then my second battery died literally the next day, and I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta replace it. So then I order online. It takes a few weeks for my new batteries to get here, and they don't even work. They're not compatible with my camera. I'm like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. And so I order 2 new batteries, and I'm like, yay, they got here, and yay, they're compatible. Yay, these 2 new batteries work. And they work, everything's great. And then I put them into charge, and I think my charger must have been broken because it was overheating my batteries. It literally melted part of them. It fried them. So both of those brand new batteries are kaput. They're destroyed because my charger fried them. And I'm like, oh, now I got to get a new battery charger, and I got to get 2 new batteries. So I get new batteries, I get a new charger, and everything was working. Everything was great. They're charging properly. Everything's good. And now one of them, literally today, one of them is now saying it's no longer compatible with my camera. I'm like, what happened? You were compatible the other day. But like, it's weird because one moment it'll be compatible, everything will be working, it'll be filming, everything will be great, and then suddenly it'll be like, battery not compatible. I'm like, what? I don't know what's happening. So I don't know if the problem is with, like, these are brand new batteries, so it can't be them. And I got a new charger, so it can't be that. And like, maybe it's my camera that's just not reading the batteries properly. I don't know. So now I'm like, I gotta get a new camera maybe. And that's the thought that I came to today when this new battery was now like on and off again, saying it's no longer working. So I'm like, oh no. So I may have to get a new camera. It's gonna be really sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I get a new camera? I probably should, but at the same time, Rebecca and I have been through so much together. So I have very conflicted feelings at the moment. And also this one, she was expensive. I got her for my birthday, my 18th birthday in 2018, and she was $1,100. So like, she ain't cheap. Rebecca is not a cheap lady. So yeah. Anyways, people oftentimes think that Rebecca's like this like super duper super camera, but like, and while she's great, people just say that because she's big and long, but the only reason she's big and long is so that you have a camera mount that you can screw on right here, so you could put it on your shoulder, a little shoulder mount. It's not on at the moment because it would get in the way of the tripod, but yeah, you screw on the camera mount, and then you put on your shoulder, and you have a little eyepiece. You can see the viewfinder, and you also have a little eyepiece that you can look through. And you have right here, you can press like stop recording, zoom, all that sort of stuff right here. And yeah, so people are like, oh yeah, it must be like this super duper high professional camera. But I'm like, it's a good camera, but it's not like God tier level camera. They're just saying that because it's big. And the only reason it's big is because it's designed so that you can prop it on your shoulder. Like, that's the whole reason. It's just longer so that it could fit on your shoulder. But there's a lot of really good cameras out there that are, that are better but aren't as big. So yeah, we have right here, we have a little light that you can turn on and off. We have a microphone attached right here. But the microphone here is a omnidirectional microphone. There's unidirectional microphones and omnidirectional microphones. So a unidirectional, is it uni or is it mono? Anyways, there's microphones that will only record what it's pointed at, and then there's microphones that will record everything all around it. And that's this one. This one is an omnidirectional microphone, so it just picks up everything. So that's nice if you're on the move, and you're just moving around filming stuff guerrilla style. But if you're trying to do like a vlog, or not a vlog, but like a sit down filming sort of thing, it's not good because it's going to record all of the echoey stuff. It's going to record the dehumidifier. It's going to record everything. So you want to use a unidirectional microphone, so it just picks up your voice, and that's it. Only the stuff that's being pointed at. So that's why you can also attach another microphone and screw it on right up here. But yeah. So what I do is, you may wonder why people they do the clap when they're filming. That's so that you can line up the audio and the video. So what happens is, let's say I have my lavalier mics. We'll get to all the mics. We're going to get to everything. So let's say I have my a lavalier mic clipped on right here, and it's recording audio, right? my camera here is also recording audio through this mic. So then, like, you start recording with the lav, and then you start recording with this. And so what you do is you then go. So then when I'm editing, I go and I find the spot exactly where the clap happens. And I mark that off. I mark off exactly where the clap happens in the video. And then I go into the audio and I find the exact spot where the clap happens in the lavalier mic audio. And then I match them up. And then I delete the audio that was recorded on this, and then I instead just use the audio that was recorded on the lavalier mic. And so that's how you get good audio, and why people do the little clap thing. It's not just for show. There's a functional purpose, and it's very important that you do the clap. And also, when you're working in a more professional setting, the clapper will have written on it, it'll say scene 1, shot 25. It have all that information written on it. Take 11, take 12. It'll have all that information written on the clapper. So when you start recording the video, the clapper's already in front of it. So you start recording the video, so the first thing that you see is the clapper. That way, when the editors are going through everything, and they're looking at all the different clips, there's kind of like a thumbnail for each of the clips in the assembly column on Premiere Pro, which is industry standard. So people asking about editing stuff, what I edit with Premiere Pro, because that is film industry standard. That's what movies are edited on. So anyways, on Premiere Pro, in the little assembly column where you have all your clips laid out, there's kind of like a thumbnail for each clip. And the thumbnail that they show is the very first thing that you see in that take. So since you have the clapper in front with the listing of scene 12, shot 20, take 5. Since that'll be right up there, they can just look at that, and it makes everything a whole lot easier. So when they're like, oh, I need to pull into my the sequence, I need to pull in whatever take, they can look at it and they can put it in there. So the clapper serves multiple functions to line up audio, but also to help organize footage and make it a lot faster for the editors to work with. So now you know. Moving on. Let's move on to audio. I think that's a good segue, good transition. So this is a sound recorder. I can record sound with these boys. So like, let's say I can go like, hello, testing, blah, 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 blah. But I can also like set it down and it'll record a long space. What you do, let me turn it on. So like you can turn up, like, it won't let me do it right now because there's no SD card in. Sorry about that. Point is, anyway, so you can turn up the sensitivity. So if I'm like talking here and then hand it over, somebody talks over here, you turn down the sensitivity, and it shows. And how do you know how high or how low to turn it? Well, it's because it'll show little bars on here that say like and then a number of how many decibels, like how loud it is. So you say like testing at the dynamics at which you expect to be speaking. So you're like testing, and you look at it, and the goal is that it should peak at -12 decibels. Remember that number, -12 decibels. That's where your audio should hit its highest peak at, -12. Because if it goes higher, then you risk it getting distorted and it's too loud. So you want your audio to be around -12, So you look at it, you're like testing, and if it's saying like 14, you're like, oh, that's way too loud. You turn it down until you hit your peaks at -12. Question, do you have any idea when the goddammit Meg shirts are gonna come out? I don't know. I'm thinking about premiering that alongside when Tower of Near comes out. So once that comes out, I think, I make no promises here, but I think that's when we'll go with that release. Anyways, so yeah, that's how that works. And so what you do is with the lavalier mics, here's the lavalier mics. It's in this little case. So this middle pack is the daddy one. This is the daddy one. And these little guys are the little children, right? So this is the Papa Bear that like the one pack to control them all, right? So I take my lavalier mic. Oh, by the way, you have these little fuzzy things on. They're like a windbreaker, so that like if like something ruffles around, you don't get that sound. Anyways, so I take this boy, I like loop it through my shirt, I clip it on, right? I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm wearing overalls, so I'd have to like take everything off. Anyway, so you clip it on, and you put it in the little microphone part right here, and then you turn them on, both of these on. So like this is the one that I'm holding, and I'll like put it in my pocket, let's say. And this is the daddy one that controls them all. So like, let's say I can put in my headphones and I can listen to the audio as I'm speaking. Blah, 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 blah. You can hear it if I have like headphones on. But anyways, I don't, because this guy will not record the audio. The microphone will not record the audio. It will pick up audio, but it's not going to like record it onto an SD card. So what you do is you got this little cord here, and oh, this is the wrong one. So this little cord here, you put in the line in part, and you connect it to the line out. Oh, sorry, into the line exit in right here. And so now, and then like, you hit record, and so now it will pick up and record onto the SD card that is on my sound recorder. I'll put SD card on the sound recorder, and then I hit record, and then I blah, 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 and then I hit stop recording, and then now you have audio recorded onto here, onto the SD card through this mic. So let's take all this stuff off and put that away. That's how lavalier mics work. I have 2 of them, and they are lovely. They're quite fun. And yeah, I can record audio via the sound recorder, but I can also connect it to my laptop. And I have Audacity, which is an app that you can get on your laptop, and you can record the audio through that. And you just select for the audio that is being picked up to be coming from the USB port, because there's a USB port that like can connect in here, so that you can yada yada yada. It's complicated. But anyways, laptop is so heavy and cumbersome, so it's a lot easier to just like record it all onto this boy, which is a whole lot smaller and easier to carry around. So then we have my shotgun microphone. As you see here, there's a whole lot of fuzzy stuff so that everything stays safe. This is a shotgun microphone. Now, you know how I said I can attach another mic? She's got a gun. Ah, no. I can like screw this on right here. Like this is a little screw, and there's a little screw right here. I can screw it on right here, and then I can record with another mic. But what I prefer to do with this boy, you know, I put the windbreaker on, and then I screw on this guy. It's like a little grip, so you can hold it. And then I carry it around. I'm like, hello, blah, 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 blah. And another person talks, and you can go like that. Or you can also, we'll get to that later. Anyways, what you do with this is, so I have this long extension cord. I'm not going to take it all out here, but you attach it in here, and then you take this boy, and then you attach it onto the other end. And see this little thing right here? We take this boy, and then we put it into the sound recorder. So then I can be like, blah, 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 and then it'll all record onto the SD card through the sound recorder. And that's how that works. So that's how, like, if I'm like on the go, like doing like interviews with people at an event, which I do a lot of from my internship, I can like be like, blah, 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 and I can like stop recording, blah, blah, blah. It's so I can go on the go, and it's simple, easy, awesome. But there's more. But wait, there's more. Oh, and since it's an omnidirectional microphone, you can like, it's not going to pick up all the sounds of people walking around at this hypothetical event that we're at. But another use of this is, let's unscrew the grip, take off the windbreaker. I can attach it to I've got this great big rig right here. And then like you can like pull out the legs and like stand it up and like change where it's positioned at, right? You attach it right here, you move it up right there. So then like if I'm recording a video and I want a shotgun mic, I could just hold it right there in front of us, like behind the camera over here, and you can record like that. But lately I've been using lavaliers instead. But actually the most recent time that I did that sort of thing was with the video that we did with Paul reacting to our old videos. Since I only have 2 lavalier mics and there are 3 of us, I instead recorded audio with the shotgun mic since I only have 2 lavalier mics. So let's put this away. So those are my mics, my sound recorder. This little guy is so helpful. Like, get a sound recorder. Super duper important and helpful. Anyways, over here, we have this shelf with all this equipment stuff. I have this little barrel with equipment stuff. You can see this little guy hanging on the side over here, but we also have the dolly. This is a dolly. So under this table, I have my tripod, which you put the camera on, but you put the tripod on top of this boy, this wheeled boy. You put like each leg of the tripod here, here, and here, and you can roll it around, and it's super duper fun. You're like, woo. Yes. I'm not gonna get out the tripod because you all know what a tripod is. I have another cheaper tripod over here. All these pictures, by the way, were like drawn by my brother and I when we were kids, and they're cute, and we don't have the heart to take them down because they're wholesome. Anyways, we have all this stuff over here. I have my Meg glasses. I have my swords, my Meg swords. We have these weights that we use to before we had right now you guys are on a little tripod for a phone because we're recording on my phone right now. It's so ironic. I'm showing you all this cool equipment and I'm recording on my phone. But anyways, before we had the tripod, iPhone tripod, we had this boy right here and like these little weights, and then we would prop it up using the weights. This painting, I painted this. This little guy, I bought him for Valentine's Day for myself. We got Cards Against Humanity, we got I have my old laptop, and this is a DVD player, a portable DVD player. Anyways, what else? Oh, we got the little scooter that I put my Danny on. We have various bits of equipment, like camera filters, so that like, it's kind of like sunglasses for your camera. And just like miscellaneous other gadgets and whatever, plugs, cables. I'm not gonna go through it all because it's quite a lot. You have a little cloths to clean off the camera lens, little things like that. But what else? What else do we have to go through? Oh yeah, we have. So this is my bag that I put my camera in, my camera bag. Oh yeah, also down here we have some other lights and lamps, and we have these blocks that we would use before we had a phone tripod. We would like stack up blocks and then like put the camera on those and then like tilt it against the weights, and it was fun. Anyways, so camera bag. I keep all sorts of stuff in my camera bag. All sorts of stuff. Who knows what I could have in here. So, I have a camera battery charger. I have a bag of extra SD cards, but they're all upstairs right now. And they're all labeled, so I know what sort of stuff is on them. I have a bunch of pieces of white paper, because what you do is white balancing. So what you do is like when you go to a new place with new unique lighting, you put the white paper in front of the camera and you like select the white balance set. And so that way the camera knows that, it's looking at this piece of white and it's like, okay, this is white. this is white. And so everything relative to that, it can figure out what color everything else is relative to this white. So it helps with making sure that your video isn't like too greenish or purple or orange or blue, but it's like, okay, so this is white. I can figure out what all the other colors are based off of this knowledge. It's like, let's say like you're in a place where there's like really yellowy lighting. It's like, okay, so this is white. Gotcha. This is not yellow. This is white. And it can figure out all the other colors relative to that. So I have a bunch of pieces of white paper. I have pliers because this little clamp right here allows me to slide this into my into the tripod, and it's super tight for good reason. So I have to use pliers to remove to unscrew this so I can take the clamp off. So that's what the pliers are for. I also have a screwdriver because you know how I said that I have a camera mount, shoulder mount. So you put the mount in right here and you have to screw it in. So that's why I have a screwdriver. Got some of these to clean off the lens. What else? Oh, some solvent and a little cloth also to clean off the lens. What's over here? Not sure what this is for. Why is that here? Oh well. And of course the shoulder mount. Where's my shoulder mount at? Oh, it's over here. This is the shoulder mount. So like you put it right here and you screw it in. But I can't, but like this would get in the way of me sliding this into the tripod, so it's off at the moment. I'll leave this in my camera bag because it belongs in there. So that's my camera bag. I also have, underneath the table is the tripod, and I also have my boxes of wigs. I have short-haired wigs in one box, and I have another box for long wigs and also beards. So my boxes of wigs goes under the table, and yeah, we got this guy over here, so I can hang it up over there, and yeah. This is just my basement. This is where the garage is at. You walk in and you're like, oh, hello. And you can see my whole setup right here where I have my shelves of things and everything is set up like that. And once I finish filming a video, what I do is, since this door leads into, we have kind of like the man cave over here where like there's like a TV, a couch, all that sort of stuff. And stairs that lead upstairs. So what I do is, since people go from like the garage into here, and this umbrella kind of gets in the way, what I do is I turn off all the lights and then I take this down and I unscrew this little dude, and I just leave it over here so people can come in and out without the umbrella getting in the way. And I leave everything else set up because it takes a bit of time to take the lights up and take them down, bring them up, blah, blah, blah. And of course I have like extension cords I can plug in other things if need be. And yeah, that is my equipment and my setup. And the Dannies are always watching me. The Dannies are always here. So even though you may not see the Dannies, I see the Dannies. And yeah, you have the table where I always have water that I'm drinking. I always have like, right now it's relatively tame, but there's usually a ton of equipment laying all around here and like notebooks and various other things. So you have the table and all the stuff. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. But need to take a sip of water. I'm talking a lot. Ooh, can we make a request for Danny to appear in Tower of Nero? What would he appear as? What was the dinosaur's name again that randomly... the dinosaur that I portrayed that ran around campus. That was Roy the Raptor. That was Roy the Raptor. If you want to know that whole story, you can check out my video called My Confession. Very dramatic title for a very silly video. But that's quite a fun story. We also... How could I forget this? We have the destroyed Spider-Man, which is a whole story in and of itself. You can check out, I did a video a long time ago on Spider-Man, a little story time video about how we acquired that Spider-Man. It's quite a funny story. And in early videos, Spider-Man, the inflatable Spider-Man, kind of played the antagonist of this channel until in Surviving Monsters Part 12, the first video that Peyton ever appeared in. In that video, I accidentally stabbed him to death and he popped. And as a reminder of that, of like the old days, the origins of this channel, Spider-Man is always hanging over there as a reminder of the good old times. Yeah, that's like a whole story in and of itself. You can check out I don't know what the video is called. It's like the Spider-Man story, Spider-Man origin story, how... We've made a lot of videos with Spider-Man. Spider-Man has appeared in so many videos. But yeah, so where was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah, and there was also Roy the Raptor. That's a whole story of how I became like the unofficial mascot of my college by dressing up as a dinosaur and just kind of roaming around. And I called myself Roy the Raptor and I had social media. Oh, and we also have over here, how could I forget? We have the Arrow of Dodona. It's like, it's got a little suction cup on it. So, you know the part in the Burn Immerse where like Medea's like, right? Well, we had it's just sticking on here since the suction cup will literally go. And so you can see in the blooper video when I go, it just makes like this goofy little sound and Payne just cracks up and work. We gotta leave that sound in the video of just this little suction cup. And then what we would do is we take duct tape and attach it right here. That's another thing that we have down here. We have, actually we don't have, where's the duct tape at? We need to get duct tape back down here. But we have masking tape. I think that's what we've been using lately to strap strap that on there. Oh, we do have duct tape, but it's bacon duct tape. Bacon duct tape, yay. And yes, those are pictures of me. I was a cute child. I had bangs just like this. That was me in kindergarten at age 5. Now I'm 21 and I look exactly the same. This is kind of a random side tangent, but you know what the thing about aging in your face is that, you know, I look at old videos when I was 16, so like the original Derpy videos, like The Lurst Hero and Hearse of Herdes. So in those videos, I was 16, and I compare my face in those to my face now, and I think the big difference is that it's the same facial features, but everything is more exaggerated. Like, my nose in those videos was big, but now my nose is bigger. I had a weak jawline, but now my jawline is weaker. I had a big forehead, but now my forehead is even bigger. So it's like, it's not like you gain new features, it's just the features, your facial features that you already have become more pronounced as you get older, which I think is interesting. It's not like you gain new facial details, it's just like the difference in your face is just that whatever facial features you have, they like distinct facial features, they become more pronounced as you get older, which is just a interesting observation that I've made over the years. And it's so neat having like all these videos on a channel because I can like, it's like chronicling my life. I can look back at them and be like, oh, look at 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old Allison, and now I'm 21. Isn't that weird? I started this channel 6 years ago. It does not feel like 6 years ago. It feels like 3 years, but it's been 6 years, which is bizarre. Oh, another thing I want to show you in my kit of wigs is, my brother asked me what I was watching. I said educational things, and he left. This is educational. Totally is. So you have a little hairnet, and then you bundle up all your hair and put it in there so that when you put on a wig on top, you don't see my regular hair because it's all bundled up in that. It's a recent addition to our equipment. Actually, we got that a few months ago, so it's not that recent, but it feels recent to me. So the order that I got all my equipment in, like, people ask about like what sort of equipment I use, and I always say that you don't go buy everything all at once. You just little by little get things. So, you know, you start off filming, you know, videos and doing all that sort of cute stuff. And then what I started using was my mom's old photography camera. And so I used that for a while. So that's kind of like leveling up right there. And then I got Premiere Pro, which is expensive. Yeah, that's an expensive editing equipment, but it's industry standard. And that's my recommendation. If you're going to get equipment, commit to it, you know? Like, don't be like, I'm going to buy this cheap editing software, and then I'm going to buy a less cheap editing software, and then I'm going to buy like a good editing software, and then I'm going to buy the pro industry standard editing software. Like, no, that's just a waste of your money. If you're going to buy it, commit, you know? But also don't commit so much that you buy everything all at once. So like I said, I started using my mom's old photography camera, and then when I was 18, I got my like real camera, Rebecca. And actually before that, when I was 17, I got the green screen and I got my lighting equipment. And so I started fiddling with that and learning to use that. And then as years passed, I started acquiring more microphone stuff, and I started getting like a dolly, I got a sound recorder, I got lavalier mics, I got a shotgun mic. So it's like, don't buy everything all at once, because then if things don't work out and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, it's like a waste of money. But if you do buy stuff, commit to it, you know? But don't buy everything all at once. It's, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So what else? Oh yeah, Tower of Near is coming along really nice. We actually haven't finished writing it. Like, we still need to do the ending. But I have started filming clips that like we don't need Peyton for. And it's like coming along really nice. And so Peyton, tomorrow is her last day, and then she's coming back, but then she also has band camp going on. And so we have like less than a month to film Tower of Nero. And so we're just gonna be scrambling. It's gonna be intense, but I really hope we can get it all done. I believe, because my move-in day at campus in Boston is August 29th. And so once we get to Boston, then I'm gonna be filming videos in Boston during the school year, and who knows how many videos I'll be able to make while I'm there, because once the school year starts, things get busy, because not only classes, you have a lot of extracurriculars that keep you super, super busy and super involved. So things get intense once you get on campus at Emerson. So once I'm in Boston, we'll have videos there. I just saw a notification on my phone that for tonight's meeting for my internship, we're supposed to be cosplaying, and I'm like, I didn't know about that. And I'm like, because that meeting is happening in 7 minutes, but I'm gonna be getting there a little late. They know that I'm gonna be getting there a little late because I have this video going on. So that's something. What else? Oh yeah, I'm super excited for Joey to film a video with him. If you have any ideas for what sort of video we should do together, you can let me know in the live chat, or once this video is like uploaded onto the interwebs, you can leave a comment on there. Will you continue live streaming when you move back onto campus? Yeah, unless my schedule interferes with it. Things like live streams will probably become less consistent, you know, time-wise. Like what time the live streams are, it'll probably become more inconsistent because you have a lot of activities that go on at college. You have classes, but you have a lot of other activities that you do. So we'll probably have like a different time that we do live streams, but I still do plan on doing live streams, and I'll do them with my college friends and my roommate Taller, who is a lovely person. I'm sure you guys will love them. Yes, I said them. Taller is non-binary, and I expect you guys to be respectful of this. I'm sure you guys will be, because you guys are the best. What else? Oh yeah, I super duper enjoyed last week's live stream with my friend Josiah. I don't know if that was entertaining for you guys, us just talking about movies, but that's how all of our conversations go. Me and Josiah, like, we can just go off for hours on end about movies. Like, we are both super passionate about things that really don't matter, and we can like what you saw in that live stream is real life. Like, that's what our conversations are like. So that was super fun to see that, to do that. I don't know if that was entertaining for you guys to watch. It was super fun for me. And yeah, it's funny. I remember when I first met Josiah, it was we were living in the same freshman dorm, and during orientation week, I was in the common room on the couch, like hanging upside down from the back, and I see him and another friend of ours walk in, and I'm like, hello. And so I have this vivid memory of meeting them for the first time, and I was upside down when I first met Josiah and this other friend of ours. And I was like, hi. And then they mentioned that they were film majors, and I'm like, say what? Because I love movies. I love movies so much. I love movies more than I love books. It's my passion in life. Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah. I gotta keep going till the 1 hour mark, because I like to have these live streams all be at least 1 hour. Yeah, once I get up to college, I think these live streams are gonna be so much more fun, because I'll have people here to interact with. And yeah, I do agree. It's so weird to do these live streams without Peyton here, because it's a lot easier to have somebody to just talk and bounce words off of, rather than me just rambling. So if there's like another person, you can literally do a live stream about anything. You can just talk and do things. You could play Connect 4, I don't know, play Uno, do whatever. And then it's fun as long as you have another person. But when it's just me alone, it's like, what am I saying? What am I doing? Ooh, I'm excited for Boston also. Oh, does any of your other film equipment have names? Nope. Just Rebecca, just my camera. Her name is Rebecca. She's a classy lady. I actually did a video when I first got her, like a video intro. It was like, what was that video called? Ooh, could we know your Hogwarts house? Here's the thing about Hogwarts houses. Like, I don't really fit cleanly into any of them, because I'm more complicated than that, Like, I value a whole lot of things, and to say like what I value the most is difficult. Like, I don't have a number one thing that I value most, Like, I value creativity, but I also value kindness. So it's like, what's more important to me? I don't know. Does it really matter, But I think I've taken like these quizzes so many times, and like I get something different every time. But was it the last senior book, the first Rebecca video? No, it was not. It was not a senior book video. I'll figure that out. Anyways, while I'll keep talking. But yeah, so with Hogwarts houses, the answer that I get most consistently when I take the quizzes is Hufflepuff. But I'm more complicated than that, I'm so many different things. Okay, so the video was called The Future of Senior Book. Also, I got a new camera. So that's the video where I first got my camera. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. What else? Yeah, so Hufflepuff is probably the closest to me, but I'm more complicated than that, I value a whole lot of things. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think young people tend to like, and I know I was one of these sorts of people that when you're young, you really like gravitate towards the idea of like, which Hogwarts house are you? Which godly parent are you? And that sort of thing. Because I think when you're young, you're trying to figure out your own identity, and you're also trying to understand other people's identity. And it's all really complicated and hard. And so it's a lot easier just to be able to put one word onto things. But as you get older, and also when you're younger, your values are a whole lot more simple, so it's a lot easier to identify as certain things. But as you get older, things become more complicated, and you start to figure out, like, wow, I'm super duper complicated, super complicated, and also, I think when you're younger, you like to quantify things. I know I was one of those sorts of people. You like to be able to say, I give this movie a 8 out of 10. But then as you get older, you start to realize that things, like I said, things are more complicated than that. Your feelings are a lot more complicated than that. Like for instance, 2001: A Space Odyssey, a movie that I did not enjoy when I watched it, but I can also appreciate that it's like a super well-made movie and a super impactful one. So it's like, what rating do I give it, you know? And also, like, the second time you watch it, you're gonna feel something completely different. And so it's like, okay, so do I take off points from it because I didn't like it the first time, or do I add points because I liked it more the second time? And you don't really know because your feelings are so complicated. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, so this is fun. So I got a somebody reached out to me over LinkedIn for a potential job with XR Studios, which is an advertising agency in Harrisburg. So I have an interview scheduled for that in a few weeks. So that should be super duper fun. Oh my God, next year is going to be so fun for you guys and for me, because I've mentioned this before, but Emerson, the college that I go to, has a branch campus in Los Angeles, and I got accepted into that. So spring 2022, I will be in LA, and so we could do videos in Los Angeles. Isn't that crazy? It's just me living in LA, making movies and TV shows, and I can share them all with you. My future is very bright, and I'm excited to share that with you. I'm very excited. Here's another like weird thing about YouTube is like, you enjoy sharing things and showing off, and you're also like, do I enjoy it because I'm making other people happy, or do I enjoy it because I'm the one who's doing it? Is it out of a selfish desire or not, you know? And if it is out of a selfish desire, is that wrong, you know? Because people are always like, you know, selfish bad, selfish desires bad, don't be selfish. But at the same time, it's like let's say you have a person who you know, it's like in Citizen Kane, if you guys have seen that. It's a classic movie, very important in film history. But in Citizen Kane, Kane is a man who donates all this money and showers his loved ones with wealth and gifts, but he doesn't do it because he's a kind-hearted person. He does it because when he gives people things, they're nice to him and they love him and they show him love and kindness. And so he doesn't give to others out of genuine generosity. He does it because he likes the attention that he gets, and he likes the love that people give him. He doesn't love people, he just likes to be loved, so he gives. But then it raises the question of, are we all like that? You know, where do you draw the line? And is it bad for him to be that sort of person? And aren't we all kind of that person when you get down to it? Like, where's the line between our actual love for people and just us wanting to be loved? And so on YouTube, you kind of feel that sort of way where it's like, I like to make videos, I like to share them with you, and I like praise, and I like all that sort of stuff, but like, that's a selfish, vain sort of desire, those selfish, vain sorts of feelings. And we're told time and time again by society that that's bad, we shouldn't pursue that. But at the same time, I like it, you know, I like being praised. sue me, you know? I like to make videos, but part of the reason I like them is because I like the attention. And people are always telling you, like, attention seeker's bad, but it's like, I like attention. And I don't think wanting and liking attention is as bad as the left society makes you feel like, because I mean, we love and praise actors, and that's literally their life, seeking attention. We love and praise all these celebrities, but that's exactly what they do, you know? Anyways, we've hit the 1 hour mark, so I hope you enjoyed. I love you all. Okay, bye!